Senate will come to order. I ask everyone present to please rise and join with me as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the absence of clergy, I ask all to please bow your head in a moment of silence and prayer. The reading of the journal.
In Senate, Sunday, January 25th, the Senate met pursuant to adjournment. The journal of Saturday, January 24th is read and approved. On motion, Senate adjourned.
Without objection, the journal stands approved as read. Presentation of petitions, messages from the Assembly, messages from the Governor, reports of standing committees, reports of select committees, communications and reports of state officers, motions and resolutions. Senator DeFrancisco.
Mr. President, pursuant to Rule 8, Senator Skelos hands up the following alternate committee members for January 26, 2015, and asks that such assignments be filed in the journal.
It is received and ordered so filed. Senator DeFrancisco.
There will be an immediate meeting of the Rules Committee in room 332.
There's an immediate meeting of the Rules Committee in room 332. An immediate meeting of the Rules Committee in room 332. Senator DeFrancisco?
Yes.
Can I have some order in the chamber, please? Senator DeFrancisco.
May we now adopt the resolution calendar, please?
All in favor of adopting the resolution calendar that is before the House signify by saying aye. Opposed? The resolution calendar is adopted. Senator DeFrancisco.
Mr. President, could we call the non-controversial calendar?
And the Secretary will read.
Calendar number 9 by Senator Seward, Senate Print 1312, an act amending the insurance law.
Last section.
Section 3 of this act will take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 42.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 10 by Senator Marcelino, Senate Print 1313, an act amending the education law.
Last section.
Section 4 of this act will take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 42.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 13 by Senator Marchone, Senate Print 1316, an act amending the education law.
Read the last section.
Section 5 of this act will take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 42.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 14 by Senator Lanza, Senate Print 1317, an act amending the general business law.
Read the last section.
Section 2 of this act will take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 42.
The bill is passed. Senator DeFrancisco, that completes the non-controversial reading of the active list.
Can we please remain at ease until the Rules Committee has completed its work?
Senate will stand at ease. Will come to order. Senator DeFrancisco.
Yes, Mr. President, I believe there was a previously adopted resolution by Senator Kennedy, number 232, at the desk. I ask that the title be read and to call on Senator Kennedy.
Secretary will read the title.
Legislative Resolution number 232 by Senator Kennedy, remembering and honoring the lives of the 13 victims of Buffalo's November winter storm of 2014.
I'm going to ask for some silence in the House, please. Senator Kennedy.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. As we prepare for a winter storm today of unprecedented measure that's going to hit the Northeast, I rise to remember and honor the 13 victims of Buffalo's November storm just this past 2014. We send our thoughts and prayers to the families and friends as they mourn the loss of their loved ones. On the evening of Monday, November 17th, an epic winter storm began that would devastate Buffalo and all of Western New York. Lasting 4 days, millions of dollars would be spent in cleanup and rescue operations, making this one of the costliest storms in regional history. But the financial cost pales in comparison to the human cost. There are 13 families with an empty seat at the table and a hole in their heart that will never be filled. Today, we join the entire Western New York community as we regretfully mourn and remember the lives lost. Stephen H. Thomas, Cynthia Woodrick, Michael N. Strachan, Lyle H. Hull Sr., Ruth R. Snyder, Valentine L. Mosiak, John Jack Boyce, James A. Thomas Sr., Jan Barsom, David M. Denicky, Donald J. Abate, Robert M. Cedar, and Delancey Scott, who all passed away as a result of this devastating storm. Mr. Scott's mother, Barnett Burton, is here with us today on the Senate floor as we honor the memory of her firstborn son. Thank you very much for joining us here today in your son's memory. We as a chamber offer our most sincere regrets and most heartfelt condolences on your loss. We mourn all of the lives lost as a city, as a region, and as a state. While we cannot bring back their loved ones, families of the victims of the storm can take comfort knowing that their legacy will live on. Even in the darkest points of the storm, there were still points of light. During this storm, our community banded together in a tremendous way. We saw people not only helping friends and family, but aiding neighbors and even strangers in their time of need. On my street in South Buffalo, we were snowed in for 4 days. It was tough, but it brought us all closer together. Neighbors checked in on seniors, making sure that they were warm and fed. Families got together for meals all throughout our regions, and we all helped shovel and clear snow. From neighbors helping each other to dig out their homes, to residents taking in a stranded traveler, to firemen in South Buffalo helping to deliver a baby, we were reminded that the city of Buffalo is truly the city of good neighbors. It was an extremely difficult time, but we came together as neighbors, as a state, as a community to help one another. Tragically, there were those whose lives were lost in this unprecedented disaster. As we honor them today, their families can rest assured that their memory will live on in perpetuity. Again, Mr. President, I thank you for the privilege, and we honor those who were lost in the November storm. May they rest in peace. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
President.
Senator Kennedy. Senator Ort. I'd like to thank Senator Kennedy and his staff for helping us bring today this recognition to those we lost in November's tragic storm. And of course, our thoughts are with our downstate colleagues and fellow New Yorkers who are currently in the path of today's winter storm. I would like to personally also welcome one of my constituents, Niagara Falls resident, Miss Barnett Burton. Barnett got on a train this morning at 6:30 to join us here, and she will turn around and take a 6-hour train ride home. The reason she's here, of course, is to honor her son, Delancey Scott, who we lost in November's storm. Delancey was a veteran of the New York Army National Guard and leaves behind a daughter. She mentioned to me that Delancey passed away alone, and she wanted to be here today so that in a small way she would be with him here as we recognize his life and legacy. And so I want to thank you for coming, and I hope that our actions today will not only recognize those we lost,
not just in Niagara County, but across Western New York, but also bring some closure, help with the grieving process, and bring some level of absolution. So thank you again, Mr. President, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Senator Art. Senator DeFrancisco?
It's my understanding that Senator Kennedy would like to open the resolution for co-sponsorship. If you do not want to co-sponsor, please notify the chair.
The resolution is open for co-sponsorship. Should you choose not to be a co-sponsor, please indicate at the chair.
And, Mr. President, could we have just a short moment of silence to remember those who died in that storm?
I would ask all present to please rise and join us in a moment of silent reflection of all those who lost their lives in the storm in Western New York. Our condolences, Mrs. Burton. Senator DeFrancisco.
Mr. President, may we return to the reports of standing committees? I believe there's a report of rules at the desk.
There is a Committee of Rules report at the desk. Secretary will read.
Senator Skelos from the Committee on Rules reports the following bills. Senate Print 396 by Senator Gallivan, an act to amend the mental hygiene law. Senate 833 by Senator Robach, an act to amend the corrections law. Senate 845 by Senator Robach, an act to amend the corrections law. Senate 851 by Senator Klein, an act to amend the social services law. Senate 869 by Senator Ranzenhofer, an act to amend the corrections law. Senate 1608 by Senator Bonasek, an act to amend the corrections law. Senate 1701 by Senator Golan, an act to amend the civil practice law and rules. Senate 2084 by Senator Flanagan, an act to amend the corrections law. Senate 2401 by Senator Gallivan, an act to amend the vehicle and traffic law. And Senate 2405 by Senator Young, an act to amend the public health law. All bills reported direct to third reading.
Senator DeFrancisco.
Move to accept the report of the Rules Committee.
All in favor of accepting the Committee on Rules report signify by saying aye. Opposed, the report is accepted and before the House. Senator DeFrancisco.
Mr. President, we now have before the House Senate Supplemental Calendar 5A. I would request that you read the non-controversial reading.
Secretary will read.
Calendar number 37 by Senator Gallivan, Senate Print 396, an act to amend the mental hygiene law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young.
Announce the results.
In relation to calendar 37, those recorded in the negative are Senators Hoylman, Kruger, Montgomery, Perkins, Rivera, and Sanders. Ayes 46, nays 6.
Bills passed.
Calendar number 38 by Senator Robach, Senate Print 833, an act to amend the corrections law.
Last section.
Section 5, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 45, nays 1. Senator Montgomery recorded in the negative.
The bill's passed.
Calendar number 39 by Senator Robach, Senate Print 845, an act to amend the corrections law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, the statute take effect on the 90th day.
Call roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 52.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 40 by Senator Klein, Senate Print 851, an act to amend the social services law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, the statute take effect on the 180th day.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young.
Senator Klein to explain his vote.
Thank you, Mr. President. This legislation would prohibit placing level 2 and 3 sexual predators in any temporary emergency housing or homeless shelter used to house families with children. This is a problem, unfortunately, that has existed for some time, that family shelters that have children in the city of New York, under the auspices of the Division of Homeless Services, have sexual predators among children. You know, I certainly understand the mandate and need to house the homeless, that someone should be guaranteed that they have a shelter upon demand. But to have a policy in place which is so short-sighted, to have a policy in place which puts children in homeless facilities in jeopardy each and every day makes absolutely no sense. If indeed someone is found to be a dangerous sexual predator, put them in a man's-only shelter. Put them in a shelter that doesn't have any children. Give them the right to have shelter, but do not put a ticking time bomb, which is a sexual predator, endangering the lives of children in homeless shelter facilities. So I vote yes, Mr. President.
Senator Klein, to be recorded in the affirmative, announce the results.
Ayes 52.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 41 by Senator Ranzanoff for Senate Print 869, enact amend the Corrections Law.
Last section.
Section 2 of the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, D. Francisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young.
Results.
In relation to calendar 41, those recorded in the negative are Senators Comrie, Dilan, Hamilton, Hoylman, Kruger, Montgomery, Perkins, Rivera, and Sanders. Ayes 43, nays 9.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 42 by Senator Bonasek, Senate Print 1608, enact amend the Corrections Law.
Read the last section.
Section 3 of the statute take effect on the 90th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, D. Francisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 52.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 43 by Senator Golden, Senate Print 17.
Lay the bill aside for the day.
Calendar number 44 by Senator Flanagan, Senate Print 2084, enact amend the Corrections Law.
Last section.
Section 2 of the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, D. Francisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 52.
The bill's passed.
Calendar number 45 by Senator Gallivan, Senate Print 2401, enact amend the Vehicle and Traffic Law.
There's a home rule message at the desk. Read the last section.
Section 17, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, D. Francisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 52.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 46 by Senator Young, Senate Print 2405, enact amend the Public Health Law.
Last section.
Section 12,
Lay the bill aside for the day. The bill is laid aside for the day. That completes the non-controversial reading, Senator DeFrancisco, of Supplemental Senate Calendar 5A.
In consultation with Senator Stewart Cousins, Senator Skelos hands up the following committee assignments.
Committee assignments are received and so ordered. Senator DeFrancisco.
Would you please recognize Senator Gianaris?
Senator Gianaris.
Thank you, Mr. President. As we all seek to get home safely as quickly as possible due to the storm, I did want to just pause before we adjourn to recognize we have a birthday today. Our new colleague, Jesse Hamilton, celebrating. So let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Senator Hamilton. Senator DeFrancisco.
On motion, is there any other business?
There is no further business at the desk.
But I knew that. On motion, the Senate stands adjourned until Monday, February 2nd at 3 p.m., intervening days being legislative days.
On motion, the Senate will stand adjourned until Monday, February 2nd at 3 p.m., intervening days being legislative days. Be safe. Senate adjourned.